afternoon, Enid, and welcome back to a fabulous city update. My name is Larissa, and with me today is Scott Morris, and we have Ralphie.
Hello.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good.
Yeah?
Had a little bit of fun.
Yep. How was your weekend?
It was fantastic. Would you believe there are only 32 more days left until Christmas? 32
No.
shopping days, that's it.
That's crazy. I thought last week you said there were 60. It sounded, I just remember something like that. I don't know. Anyway, well, the city of Enid has a lot of things going on in the next few weeks, so we're just going to kind of jump into it. So the library has a lot of things going on. They have yoga, and that is going to last, I think, until December possibly. But that'll happen in November, and it'll be at 5:15. And then they also have what's called Chase the Chill, and that is going to be, I think it's on the southwest side of the library. Could be wrong, but you can go over there and they have free socks, hats, and scarves and gloves. That's free for anyone to take. And then you can also be a donor for this cause. And if that's something that you are interested in participating and helping in, they would appreciate that dearly for to keep people warm. And so you can visit the library at their website, or you can physically go to their location. And then they also have an event December 11th, and it's called Friends of the Library. It's a book, bake, and craft expo, all things books. So they are going to be selling goods and things of that nature. They're also looking for vendors, and so if that is something that you participate in, or you have a hobby of crafting things with books, or maybe you're a local author that you would love to participate in that as well, then they would strongly encourage you to reach out to them so that you can get more information. And if you would like more information on that, then you can visit their website, and I believe it's ok.pls.org. And so, but that is it for the library. And so now we're going to talk about some fun holiday festivities. So this week is Thanksgiving. Can you believe it?
It's already here.
Oh my goodness, it went by so fast. And so these are some of our closings, and you can also see this on our website as well as some of our social media outlets to know how to plan your week. And so next we have some Christmas holiday events going on. So we have the ice rink downtown, and I hear that it's bigger than last year.
It's 25% bigger than it was last year.
It's like 85 foot or something like that. It takes up a whole parking lot space. I mean, it's huge. Yeah. Yep. And so they have some events happening around the ice rink as well. So you can visit their website, skateinenid.com, or on their Facebook page, which is Skate in Enid. And then that opened last weekend, or this past weekend. And so to check out how much that would be to participate in that, just visit their website. And then we have Enid Lights Up the Plains, which is this Friday. And so I believe festivities start at, was it 4:30?
The Christmas lighting is happening around, there's a ceremony that will start at 7 o'clock well, I'm on to the one now. They'll be talking about the one at 7 o'clock, and then at about 7:30 they'll light up the tree, and then the fireworks will begin for Enid Lights Up the Plains. Mm-hmm. I know that you should get there early. There's the parade that is downtown, and we should have a schedule on when the parade starts, and there are some activities that happen before then as well. So I would get downtown early. There'll be more people downtown this year than probably ever before. So get down there early and plan on eating some food from vendors and watching the parade and getting ready for all of that. It's going to be fantastic.
I think the ice rink is going to have hot cocoa and things like that. So that's exciting. We went last year and it was a lot of fun. And so I'm excited to be able to do that as well. And then, as you had mentioned, they're going to have the lighting of the tree. And so I think that's a big deal. And so then we also have Christmas in the park. And so in light of and in everything that we have going on, Christmas in the park, we have Ralphie. Say hello.
Hello, everybody. We're going to be doing Christmas in the park for 4 Saturdays in a row, starting this Saturday from 6 to 8. We're going to have quite a few characters, from Santa Claus to myself. We're going to have the Grinch and some reindeer out there. And we're going to have a big old truck that's all lit up.
That's the next 4 Saturdays, is that right, Ralphie?
Yes, sir.
And on December 4th, for those of you that might want to be involved, there's a Santa Stroll that's happening on December 4th. You can sign up for that. They have a fun run, 1 mile, there's a 5K, and then there's a walk with Santa. So you can do any of those things. And there is a small fee for participants, but it will actually go towards helping provide more lighting for the holiday events at the park.
That's fun. I don't know that I went there last year. I don't know that I was here by then. But from what I understand, there's going to be a radio station that you can tune into to be able to play festive, Christmas music while you're going through the lighting display.
That's right.
And so that's going to be a lot of fun. And from what I understand, Santa's going to be there, and they're going to be handing out goodies.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of goodies, but that's exciting. And so I think that's all we have. Did you have any other events that we need to know about?
I think that's it.
I think we covered it. I can't think of anything. Well, if you do, then you can fill us in. So we're going to move on into our road closures and infrastructures. And so we have some things going on. And so we have our Southgate construction that we've talked about. And so that completion date is yet to be determined, but you cannot access the landfill from South Van Buren, but you are able to access it from South 30th Street. And then we also have our bridge. It's not the bridge. It's the hospital. Oh my goodness. Let's just start this over. St. Mary's Regional Medical Center, one of the streets, had a collapse, and so they're having to fix that. And so we just ask that if you need to access the ER, that you use East Cherokee Avenue. Just please be very aware that there will be higher traffic on the other roads, but we appreciate you in paying attention. And so then we also have the reconstruction of the bridge on Broadway. And that, a while back on August 4th, the crews had began replacing the bridge and on East Broadway Avenue and South 5th Street. And they are also reconstructing the intersection. And that is expected to be completed in April of 22. And then also on November 15th, a portion of Roseanne Street from home number 407 to 520 will be closed to allow for crews to replace the roadway. And this is expected to last 2 to 3 weeks. And then also last week on November 15th, a road closure on South Johnson Street from West Owen K. Garriott Road to West Park Avenue, that will be closed to traffic to allow concrete repairs, and that should take about 2 weeks. And then also we started construction for the Caw Lake program, which began on Thursday of last week, where they began boring the intersection of North Oakwood Road and West Phillips Avenue. That should take about 2 weeks as well, and they do not anticipate any kind of road closures at this time. And then also we have a portion of North 7th Street that's closed between East Elm Street and East Maple Street, and that is for a new water main installation. That should take about 1 week, and they do not anticipate any water outages either. And so for any of these closures, let's go back. For any of these closures that I've spoken about, you can visit the enid.org website, and you can see if there's any closures anticipated or by you and things like that. And so we have on December 7th, we have the city commission meeting. Did you want to speak on that?
You know, we'll wait till next Monday and talk more about what's on the agenda.
Yeah.
So we've had an extra week in between the last one and this one on December 7th. So I'm sure there'll be different agenda items added. But we're already working on it. It's going to be a great study session at 5, and there'll be plenty of things to talk about on the regular agenda at 6:30.
Sure.
But we'll have an update on that next Monday.
Week. Yep, for sure. And then we also have C-Click Fix, and if you're familiar with that, then we appreciate you using this device. And if you're not, then what C-Click Fix is it is a communication tool. It's an app that you can download on your phone. You can also access this on our city website, which is enid.org, to be able to report anything going on that you see in the community, such as water out, like broken water pipes or roads that need repaired or things like that. And you can download that on your phone. And so that is just our way to be able to communicate and direct those to the departments that can fix those issues that you see. And then we also have our social media outlets and our websites to keep you up to date on what's going on. And so if you want to know what your city is doing for you and stay up to date, then that is our social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then we also have our Roku and our Fire TV. Other than that, I think that was fantastic.
Happy Thanksgiving, Enid.
Yes.
I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I know I'm looking forward to my turkey and my pumpkin pie. I have to have my pumpkin pie, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Oreo pie is a big deal in our family, and green bean casserole. So we have to make it.
Happy Thanksgiving, Enid. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. I'm going to try not to shoot my eyes out.